Here is where we keep Oreo's dog food. Unlock the door in the cellar. There's a light switch right here. Okay. And her dog food is right up there in the can. JoJo's dry dog food is in here in the cupboard right below the sink. Okay. And their dishes are right here. Oreo uses this, and this one, which is usually up here, is for JoJo. Oreo's dog food is kept in this neat little canister, and we fill it up with one can, and then we divide it into 4 sections. Each meal she gets one section, so here she's got left 1 meal worth of food. Where we keep Oreo's dog food. Unlock the door in the cellar. There's a light switch right here. Okay. And her dog food is right up there in the can. JoJo's dry dog food is in here in the cupboard right below the sink. Okay. And their dishes are right here. Oreo uses this, and this one, which is usually up here, is for JoJo. Oreo's dog food is kept in this neat little canister, and we fill it up with one can, and then we divide it into 4 sections. Each meal she gets one section, so here she's got left 1 meal worth of food. JoJo has 2 items on his meal. This is chicken, which is canned. He gets some of that. And well, probably about, say that much, just enough to give him a nice little smell of what's going on. Take 1 level scoop of the dried food and pour it over that chicken. Oreos I mash down. Then put it in the microwave for 12 seconds. Oreo dish will go right between the washer and dryer, and that's where she will eat. The nice thing about it is, when you take the cover off, sometimes you have to pry it a little bit, but there's no sharp edge around here. We just dump it right into there. Then I just mash it all nice and level, and then put it in the refrigerator. When I go to take it out, I cut it in half, and then each half cut in half, approximately. So she actually has 4 meals there. If you need more of Joe's chicken, it's right in here in the pantry. When we get the dog's water, we usually get it out of the refrigerator and filtered. This area here is what we call Joe's condo. And as you can see, this is where he likes to stay and where he'll probably sleep for the week. Because he can't hear or see very well, I just come and hook him up, wake him up, kind of get him going, takes him a little bit to get going, and take him outside. Whenever he's outside, he has to be on a leash, and you almost have to kind of lift him right down the stairs, because he can't go down there very well. And then he'll find a spot to go and pee, or right now he is going to his favorite poop spot, which is right over in this area here. He's just made a poop, but the main thing you have to remember is first get him out of the area, because he will walk right through it because he can't see the poop. So I usually move him out, then I come back in and pick up the poop. And sometimes he'll come over and pee, but he always has to be on a leash because he can't see. He can usually go up the stairs himself. He counts them. He's a very smart boy. And then he's all done. Joe's goes over here, right on the mat, next to the little stand. Important note, Miss Oreo, when she finishes, will come over and try to take Joe's dog food when he's eating. So you cannot let her out of your sight while Joe is finishing his meal, because she will jump right in and take it. Each have a water dish at their station, and you can see it over there at Oreos, in the morning when you get up, is to wash them out and fill them with maybe a ½ inch of water each. Can opener is in here. Gotta open a new can to put in here. I'll show you how to do that in a moment. If you're not used to this type of opener, the rim is gonna go right between this roll and that little gear right there. I'll clamp it tight and I'll turn it all the way around with the handle to open. As far as baggies to pick up the poops, those are down here. And another thing about another med, this one here, Joe needs to have one of these right after he eats in the evening. And when you pick up the dog's poops, they go here in the bin, and we usually have a bag here for them and put them out when the trash pickup is on Tuesday mornings. The thermostat for the house is right over here, okay? And we usually keep it about 64. If you want to feel real toasty warm, you can turn this dial counterclockwise and the fireplace will come on. To turn it off, just turn it gently to the right, clockwise, not really hard till you feel just a little resistance, and it turns it off. If you turn it real hard, it'll shut the pilot light off, but we usually leave the pilot light running. We don't use this when we're not home, but if you want to feel real warm, you can use this when you're here. Snow removal stuff is right here if you need it, and the garage door opener is right here, okay? Also down here, if you need it, this is the salt we put on the walkway and the steps because it's pet safe. And over here is the stuff that we put right in front of the garage side door. Here's the remote. If you're not familiar with Dish, you press this one and this one, those two red buttons, to turn it on. Channel things up and down, or you can type in the channel. Volume is right here, these two. There's the same remote for the second floor in the bedroom, and there's one if you want to go all the way up in the attic in the family room, same thing. He needs his eye medicine in the morning, just after he gets up or thereabouts, and in the evening. You just take, I put him in my lap, and then take and put just a little bit of this on the end of my finger, and dab it in each corner of his eye, and then the droplets, he gets one drop in the corner of each eye. That's morning and night for JoJo. Another update on Oreo. She does tend to drink a lot of water. Sometimes they have to stop her. All right, that's enough, Vivi. That's enough. All right. And put it up because she'll keep drinking. And I think we've mentioned she does have a problem with spitting up frequently. Not a big deal. Usually she'll clean it up herself. But that's not uncommon for her. It's just her belly is that way. Thanks. Final note about dog food. JoJo we're finding some days he doesn't like the chicken with the dry dog food. He actually wants to eat the same stuff as Oreo does. So if he won't eat, then just take and put one of Oreo's servings on a plate and see if he'll eat that. Spoiled brat, I know. The little device is rather unique. It's a little toy for the dogs, mostly Oreo, to keep her occupied when she's a bother. Is you take some peanut butter, put it on the end of your finger, and just put it inside, right inside here, just right around this edge, and she will chase this around the floor to get the peanut butter. So you don't put it very far in, just about a little bit inside there. And then after she's done, you just wash it out. If there's a power outages, there is a light here, and also for heat and light, you can use the fireplace to heat the house because it'll pretty much heat the house. But generally, the power outages, if there are any, don't last very long because we're on the same line as the Rumpke Community Home, and that's one of the first ones back online. So not to worry. If you want to use the stove, you just have to look behind here and turn this valve so it's up straight. Then just go over here, get one of the clickers, okay, turn one of the valves on and just light it because it's not an automatic light. The stove, on the other hand, is all electric, and this is the bake one sitting right here. If you need to do a laundry, just have to turn the water on here, and then there's the settings here. Dryer, of course, is here. Vent trap, you're familiar with that, I'm sure. Laundry detergent is right here. And other cleaning stuff, if you need it or whatever, is under the sink. You're probably wondering why I'm showing you a video of the sewer pipe in the cellar, but the sewer from the house next door that we rent is pumped over here and into our system because it's below grade. So if you're sitting in the couch or in the front room and you hear kind of a rattling noise in the cellar, chances are it's just the pump over next door pumping the water here. So don't be alarmed.